the fact that we're seeing the importance of digital ownership and it now becoming a status symbol, it's game over, to be honest with you. Lil Baby, okay? Now, he went, I want to say a little bit viral for a statement that he made this past week, or depending on when you're hearing this, right? Where he's not going to be carrying cash no more. He is doing everything in the metaverse. Pay him in crypto, and that is it, right? Which is very interesting because throughout these past couple of months, Lil Baby literally has been making moves with buying NFTs, investing in crypto platforms and things like that. But let's get into the clip and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I stay in the metaverse from now on. This cash, these book bags of cash I got, I'm gonna get rid of all that. It's just over with. I don't got no more cash. Damn. I ain't walking around with cash more. That's over. I'm flexing a whole nother way.
I put dollars in this other company called MoonPay.
MoonPay?
MoonPay is how you transfer your crypto into like real money.
Oh, okay.
For 7% without having to go through so many steps.
Yeah, because the fee is ridiculous.
The NFT I bought was like the biggest NFT, like Bored Ape still.
Yeah, that's the biggest series.
Then I got this new shit I invested in.
So, first off, are you going to put all your money in the Metaverse, Moose? Hold on.
I don't know about all. I don't know about all. I don't know about at least not at the jump. You know, I'm a little bit more of a still traditional nonetheless, but I mean, it's just got to make sense. I think if it's safe from an investment standpoint, by all means, I think me investing into the Oculus was a form of being open-minded and progressive. Me investing into crypto and exposing myself quite a bit towards crypto, not just ETFs and traditional stocks. I took bigger positions not this year because this is January, but as of even dating back to November of 2021, took bigger positions there. So slowly but surely starting to make more stern kind of positions as it relates to crypto and the metaverse. But I don't know about all. You know what I'm saying? It's got to take a couple years before I slowly start converting. But I think we're headed there. I really think that the flex of the future is going to be digital. It's going to require that a lot of your assets are going to appear in digital form in things that you probably can't wear physically or touch physically, but you can experience in that 3D format. So I think that's where we're headed. And someone like, you know, for anyone who is of that status, of course, Lil Baby or someone with large sums of money, I think it makes sense for them, especially as because I don't know that they're moving all of their money. Again, you never know the full details of something, but
Right.
you can look at a large transaction or a large, what we would call it, a large transfer as an investment and just say, well, look, even if I lose it all, it's okay. But if it works, especially in some of these companies that he's talking about, if it works, you're talking about, and we mentioned this in some of our previous episodes, being an early adapter into a space. It's like us having the knowledge and the funds when the internet first came out. So we're finally in position to take advantage of an era that Jeff Bezos capitalized on. And, you know, some of these other people, Steve Jobs, absolutely crushed it. We're in position to do the same. So, yeah, long story short, I think it's a good move for those who are, you know, very well financially backed and can expose themselves a little bit more than, you know, some of the younger guys who are taking it day by day.
I agree with that. I think it's smart what he's doing as far as taking the metaverse serious. Even my mom, shout out to mom, she's like, I really want to invest in the metaverse. I think this is going to be the thing. So you got to help me, right? I was like,
That's
Mom,
cool.
I gotta know myself what we're doing, right?
Right.
I don't want to steer you wrong. Well, when you find out, right? So the fact that I don't know if I agree with putting all of it in there or whatever your amount, I do believe at least that he's seeing it and he's seeing the importance of it. I think that's pretty cool. Now, got to talk about bored apes. Everybody's buying this monkey, this ape, right? Changing their profile pics, and it's like they're a guap of money. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're talking about. I think the bare minimum right now is like 71 Ethereum, and for people who don't know what that means, that is about $267,000. Okay. The crazy thing is these JPEGs to some, right, used to be $190 all the way in April. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's kind of talk about why is it even worth that much, right? And it goes with two things. It goes with who has it and community, right? So we have people like Jimmy Fallon, Eminem, Post Malone, DJ Khaled, Timbaland, Gunna, and he even got a tattoo, Future, Steph Curry, Shaq, Snoop, like celebrities after celebrities, and they keep picking it up because now it's more of a status symbol, right? Also, they have not only like from a NFT standpoint, you get access to other airdrops of other NFTs that are going to be worth a lot, but they have exclusive events for Bored Ape holders. So if you have one, you can be in a party with everybody I just named. You know, so it definitely becomes like if you sell it, you're selling your network access now.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you have something like this, it's now looked at like, oh, you are part of an elite society, an elite club. And so where some people may pay so much to be in these masterminds or go into these parties and things like that, you're now paying for something that you can clearly show ownership in. Like the crazy thing, I read something. It said you can download a JPEG of a Bored Ape just like you can wear a $10 Rolex knockoff. Right? So if people are getting confused with like, yo, why would I pay so much for a picture? Right? We can ask the same thing of why would you pay so much for a watch? Why would you pay so much for this type of bag? You know, when you could buy it from Chinatown.
Status symbol.
Right. So now everybody's trying to get their hands on a Bored Ape. Now it's a big deal. It's in headlines when somebody else new has it. So, like, the fact that we're seeing the importance of digital ownership and it now becoming a status symbol, it's game over, to be honest with you. Because if a picture of a random monkey, like that was $190 before, that's the crazy part about this, in April. And so there's a few things I get out of this. It's like, okay, if this is kind of where we're going, there's two ways you could look at it. Like, you can look at these NFT projects in a very early stage, right? and look at their utility and look at their access and see, what has the most potential. Or you could hold on to some money and see that something is going in a great momentum and may have to pay, I don't know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a particular NFT that could then go higher. That's how people are looking at it now with these NFTs, because it's like, it's not just the art anymore. It's what else can it do? Now, if you got into those projects where it's like just the art, it's like a gamble. But more and more of the celebrities and the influencers are getting into the NFT game from a collector standpoint. Like I was doing research on Snoop, and Snoop not only has Sandbox, like whole mansion in there, and has already released his own types of NFTs, but he also has an amazing wallet. Like I said, he also has a Bored Ape. I think he has a few, right?
Nice.
And he continues to collect different ones. So it's something we definitely, and we keep saying this, but it's something we definitely have to really pay attention to, as far as like, what are NFTs from a collector standpoint? Like, maybe I can't collect the Mona Lisa, but what is the Mona Lisa of NFTs? Maybe I can't, I don't have the vintage Louis Vuitton, right? But I can get something almost as valuable. Like, I think they're doing Birkin bags in there. They just sold, they just did a Hennessy one that I think was like $200K in itself.
Wow.
So, like, people are doing some really major things with these NFTs, and I love that, Lil Baby is like, I got one, and he actually, like, with the Atlanta people, like, he got one, then Gunna got one, and Future got one, and probably a couple of other rappers down there got one, because if Lil Baby got one, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah, it opens it up to a bigger demographic. I mean, the big entrepreneurship lesson that's wrapped in there, though, and of course, I'm going to speak to one of your favorite people. I feel like Nip was so ahead of his time, because this is showing us that you don't have to place value in the physical item or the product that you're creating. You can allow that to be a means of exchange. It's almost like an ID. If you think about it, like your driver's license, that's what the NFT represents. But that ID allows you access to those, like you mentioned, specific networks. So yes, while I can print it for $10, that's not where the value is stacked. The value is stacked in being able to network and connect and gain access to these intimate gatherings or unique elements that specific NFT is presenting. So I think that's a big lesson for some of our entrepreneurs who are listening to this. You need to start thinking about, how can I place the value of what I really bring to the table, not just in the physical product that I'm trying to sell, but attach something to it that it's going to create a bigger value or a bigger exchange down the line, and it actually enriches the experience in the process. So yeah, I think that's something that we should definitely take away from this as well, because if you're uncomfortable or you're not in a financial position to take advantage of something like a Bored Ape, not to mention there are other price points that you can enter at, right? There are obviously a ton of other projects that somebody can support or invest in, but you can think about seeing how this trend translates to your business and how you can make those moves there.
That's facts. So if you're going to go buy Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, just understand you're about to spend a lot of money. A lot of money. All right. A lot of money.